Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Good morning and welcome to TGIFU. Just kidding. I love you. Welcome back to hell. Herb Oracle, you made it to Friday. We're doing Echinacea this week and it's been intense. Echinacea did not lie to us. It is all about that deep healing, right? Going deeper than you thought. Burdock root was deep last week. Oh no. Echinacea said, that was just your primer. Here I come, right? So Echinacea was a little bit more intense, and that makes sense. Burdock is slow healing. Echinacea is kick your immune system in the pants type of energy, make you sweat type of energy, get you really to face your demons head on in a protective way. But yeah, I know it really brought out some deepness in me. So here we are, Friday. We are live right now on YouTube. So you're listening to the recording of that. Welcome everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to pull cards today. We're going to talk about Echinacea. We're going to talk about Eckhart Tolle, and exciting news, I have a new deck to play with you today. It's called Botanical Whispers. It's an independently published deck that I found on Etsy. It is a 38 card essential oil deck, and it's an affirmation deck too. And it's by Jennifer Cooper Steadley, and you can find her at ferociousinc.com. All right, so anyways, thanks for hanging out. Last night, you guys, I'm just going to tell you this. It's been such a crazy week that last night I thought I better re-listen to that Echinacea podcast because I better get moving, like researching, getting nerdy for Herbal Marie. And as I'm listening to it, I'm talking in the podcast because, you know, that's what I do. And I say, don't forget to print out your affirmations and put them on your fridge. And I went, I never did that. Not only did I never print them out and put them on my fridge, but I never even put them on Patreon to print out. That's how wonky my week was. Now, side note, my ego is like, see, evidence that nobody cares about you because nobody noticed, nobody said anything. But better late than never. They're on the fridge now, and yeah, but that was funny. So it was like, what was so crazy about this week? Going to Walmart, right? Is that what was so crazy this week? Maybe. Having a new moon, maybe that's what was so crazy this week. What else did I do? I went to the library. Was that too much for you, Sadie? No, what was really too much was I opened the box. What is that, Pandora's box? I went deep and it exhausted me. And now I'm looking at my life in a whole new way, which is good. I appreciate that. But yeah, all of a sudden, when your life gets rolling like that, it's like, bam, it's Friday. Did you even get anything done? I'm not sure. But anyways, welcome everybody here on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know how you're doing. We had some really great Echinacea cards. Let me just pop those on the screen right now. We had basically the Three of Swords, which is the Three of Air. You know, at the beginning of the week, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then actually now at the end of the week, I'm like, oh, you really are the Three of Swords. Even though it was a prettier version of the Three of Swords, it really let me know, like, where, like, my heart still is kind of damaged, we shall say, and what kind of healing we need to still do for that. So Echinacea had a lot of good stuff for us this week. But yeah, there was a message about balance, being tempered, being like just, oh, that's a good one, you know, like having your emotions balanced with your logicalness. Yeah, I know I just make up words, but like, yeah, like that's a real thing. Like, okay, like don't get overrun by your emotions or what you think you want. Like, be a little bit logical, and at the same time, like, don't be so freaking logical. Quit thinking. Sometimes you still need to follow your heart and just kind of take action. So yeah, deep healing was the message for sure with echinacea. Big message to expand your consciousness, right? And I want to talk about that too, because this Eckhart Tolle, man, I love him. I really do. But yeah, echinacea stimulates and awakens your consciousness, right? So sometimes that's not always fun, because it gets in there and it breaks up stuff. Like, enough already. Like, you are ready to move on. You are ready to release outdated personal stories. And sometimes, usually, always, that is uncomfortable because you are addicted to that story. That you're addicted to your attachments. So echinacea has taught me a lot this week, and big time on self-realization and what I really actually do want, what I am honestly not willing to put up with anymore. And yeah, just awakening awareness of your true self when you have forgotten or lost connection. So it's really interesting, like, you know, I read that on Monday and it was like, okay. And now I'm reading on Friday and I'm like, okay, I get it. But big time protection from echinacea. It's like, listen, you can do all this crazy work. You can do whatever it is you think you need to, and it's going to be fine. But also physically, what a great herb to have just for our bodies and protection, but also for doing our healing work too. So expanding our consciousness, that's a big thing, and that is exactly what Eckhart Tolle is all about. The book I'm reading right now is The Power of Now, and yeah, the main thing, and I'm only on page 22, so I'm not an expert by any means, but okay, so echinacea was about expanding our consciousness, and Eckhart is about becoming aware of it. So we become aware of our consciousness really like two ways, easy. One, being aware of you thinking thoughts. So like you become the observer. Love you. You become the observer and you start watching yourself think. Okay, and then another way is just getting more gaps in between your thoughts, more of that peaceful beingness and stuff like that. So Danny had to go to class. See, I should have got started earlier, but I just couldn't. So it's 10:10, tap tap, that's a good number. 10:10 right now. Yeah, so much love to everybody. So anyways, this is a great book. If you can't get access to Eckhart Tolle's book, no excuse. He has a really fabulous YouTube channel where people ask him questions, and he gives pretty interesting answers if you just have the patience to slow down to his speed. He's kind of talks slow. Like that's why I sort of always like didn't think I could hang out with him. But Eckhart and I are hanging out all the time. I take him in bed with me for the past 2 weeks. He's been in bed with me every day. Oh my gosh, Osceola the Oracle says, I'll be doing a giveaway and gifting the book. Okay, so that is a big joke. I hope you're going to read it first before you give it away. But yeah, if you're not ready to hear this stuff, you could be prompted like my best friend Osceola the Oracle and chuck this book across the freaking room. Just throw it. But now that I'm in, I guess, a vibrationally open place to hear this message, it's clicking pretty quick. All right, so anyways, yeah, even last night I connected with an old mama friend and I worked this book into the conversation. And you know what? She was like, I think I'm ready for that because I have been absolutely miserable for the past year. And I was like, see how that works? If you feel inspired to tell somebody something, do it. All right, so anyways, I'm glad everybody's joining me. We're going to work with the Botanical Whispers deck. It's too bad Danny had to go because she said that she was vibing with me on my story that I think I told before I hit the record button. But anyways, you can always come back and listen later. So these are really cool cards. There's women, yeah, I think just women on these cards, and they're each linked with an essential oil. And they've got some keywords at the bottom, some positive keywords, some maybe negative keywords, and then an affirmation. So it's just going to be a quick hangout, something, a little something better than nothing. But I am going to be honest with you today. I didn't really want to do anything. Ostiel says, don't be so hard on yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I know, but I don't feel like I've done anything right either. That's a big fat lie. Yeah, you know how I feel this week, Ostiel? I'm just sick of everything and everyone, especially myself. But hey, it's fine. You know what would help me is to maybe go for like an hour-long, 3-hour-long walk down by the stream. Just grab one of my hemp cigarettes and go down there and sit. Just sit and just become Southern and just talk it out. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I'm drinking chamomile tea because the herb of the week is echinacea. Yeah, so anyways, let's do our affirmations real quick so we don't forget about echinacea, and then we will do some card pulls for everyone hanging out. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, echinacea, and I dedicate these affirmations to my beautiful sponsors and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me. I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. My defenses are strengthened as I break up and release old energies. I heal my grievances and allow myself to awaken to my true essence. Through artistry and daring, I create new visions for myself. Yes, indeed, I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. My defenses are strengthened as I break up and release old energies. I heal my grievances and allow myself to awaken to my true essence. Through artistry and daring, I create new visions for myself. So be it, and so it is. Amen, sisters. All right, thank you for those affirmations. I am protected. I want to say I am strong, but that was last week. I'm still strong. I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. I don't feel like that one totally clicked in yet. I feel like that's where I'm going. That's where echinacea is helping me go. But before I do that, I really do need to strengthen my defenses as I break up and release old energy. So that is what echinacea has done for me this week, helping me heal my grievances. Yeah, it could help me there too, and allow myself to awaken to my true essence. Yeah, more artistry, more daring. We need to create more visions for ourselves. Now, in that Tina Louise Spalding channeling that I did this week, that prompted me to be honest with myself where I was not being honest with myself. The second part of that, the ending, was, do you want to invite more creativity into your life? And they had this simple exercise, and I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today or tonight. If you want to be more creative, like you just feel like you haven't been making art or creative anything for a while, you need to send out like a clarion call to the universe to bring that energy into you. And one way you can do that, they said, is to just start drawing circles and coloring them in with like a vibrant marker or something, like something really simple like that. It almost seems too simple, but you're being drawn to certain colors, and it is a call to say, okay, I'm ready to be creative now. I'm ready to be creative again. So it's just something kind of like I think I'm ready to do, because I used to be all about the making and the DIY and be, expressing myself. And of course, podcasting and running at the mouth is a good way to express yourself, but I'm ready to invite more artistry into my life and more quiet expression, and really expression that no one else will ever lay eyes on, but it's something really good for me to do. Yeah, and I should dance. Asiel just put up a little dance emoji, and I do dance actually pretty regularly. I love to dance. Oh, I love to dance. Oh my goodness. So anyways, but here we go. So I'm going to do a couple readings for a couple of my best friends today. First, we're going to do Kathy, and who says that she is also reading Eckhart Tolle right now, and it just seems a little much. A little much. If you want to get specific and let me know, like an example, that's what Eckhart Tolle would ask. Can you give me a specific example? That's what he would say, because he likes to understand, like, what is going on here. Yeah, he likes to understand what is going on here. Like, what's too much? Talking about maybe it's just conceptually too much. But so Asiel says he was lazy and listened to the audio. Well, if you walk away from Eckhart Tolle with nothing else, I would say just pay attention to your breathing more. Like, there are some really basic things that he's mentioned in his books that are just beautiful. Like, just really stay with your breath more, and more. Just like, I just don't even want to talk right now that I've said it. Like, yeah, there's a part of me that just wants to be quiet and breathe. And the other thing is, yes, watch your thoughts. Be aware of yourself thinking. Yeah, be aware of yourself thinking. And here's something that popped out of the book last night, Asiel, that was so for me. It was so funny. Eckhart said, be aware of your thoughts, watch them. Kathy says Eckhart has some good points, but he tends to get off topic. Well, I can't say anything to that because I'm all over the place. So be aware of your thoughts, but then don't fall into judgment. Okay, that's me, right? Because then your ego has just slipped in through the back door, and now you're thinking that you're in that state of illusion again. So judgment. Okay, so if I think a thought, I just want to be aware of it. But the second I judge myself for thinking that thought, my ego slipped in the back door when I wasn't looking, and now I'm back in ego, and I don't even realize it again. So that really resonated with me. Yeah, just so much good stuff in his books. I love them. All right, you guys, ready? So good that we have a mirror here in front of us. Hey, how do you like my necklace? Josie got this for me. She was going to give it to me for my birthday, but then Josie died, right? But she had already bought it for me, so I still got it. Isn't that sweet? So look it's a shiny owl, like in segments. And what's really, really special about this necklace is I have an owl necklace from my grandparents that's older than me, and I don't wear it because it falls apart, and it's silver, and it's also like in these like segments. It's different. It's completely different, but it's in the same idea. So the fact that like here another owl necklace is finding me 40 years later or whatever, and I just looked over and saw 606 when I said that. There's something about it. There's definitely something. Maybe just that it was going to get my attention, but yeah. So anyways, are we done with this podcast yet? Can I go to bed? Go back to bed? So much time in my bed today. Owl is your spirit animal in this incarnation. Of course it would be. So yeah, it's really fun. It's fun. All right, Kathy, you're going to get the first reading the second reading. I actually pulled some cards for my friend Charity at the library the day I got this. Like, I picked up the mail on Monday, and this was in the mail, and I took it to the library, and while I was there, I was like, can I pull you some cards? And we got a little message for her. Okay, so this is for Kathy. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been a great week at Ho with Echinacea. Then we did tarot with the elementals, and on Wednesday we manifested more beginnings, and then yesterday we hung out with the trees. Trying to remember what they said. They're always so good. Yeah, see, sometimes at the end of the week I have to listen to my own podcast because I don't actually even know what I'm saying sometimes. Okay, here we go. This is for Kathy. All right, give Kathy a little insight. Did you have a question, Kathy? Did you have a specific question? I'm being asked to ask you if you had a specific question. Kathy just usually lets me like pull for her without any question. But yeah, do you have a specific question this week? As my forehead's itching for you, girl. Yeah, my face, I just walked into cobwebs. Okay. Let me know if you have a specific question, and then I'll go back to pulling. But yeah, that was good. My energy just settled down into place. Like, really, we need to take time to close our eyes more and breathe, because I literally just shifted my own energy. Thank you. All right, Kathy says no. Just shuffle the goddamn cards, Sade. All right, here we go. This message is for Kathy. All right, I want to do 3 cards, maybe. We'll see. This is for Kathy. Give her a little message, a little affirmation, maybe an essential oil that could help her this weekend. Help her get through Eckhart Tolle. That's funny. All right, so this one's jumping up. I'm gonna do this one, that one, and then if we need clarification, we'll look on the top and the bottom. Dang, girl, I'm instantly jealous. You got grapefruit and rose. 2, so good. All right, so, and look how beautiful these look together. They're pink, they're salmon, peachy salmon color. They're really vibrant, like, what's up, spring? What's up, summer? What's up, beauty? You got peach and, no, you did not get peach. You got grapefruit and rose, but eat some peaches. Okay, so grapefruit is all about spontaneity, confidence, and youth. Now, the negative attributes of this card is unexpected, bitterness, and forbidden, right? Isn't that awful? The unexpected bitterness, like, good morning, here I am. We're bitter today. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely just a message for you to really step into some lighter energy, some more fun energy. This is not the first message on a Friday that I've given you to have more fun, okay? Like a month ago when we worked with another essential oil card, I remember specifically you got that Jamaican man with the lime, right? Encouraging you to have more fun, to really just tap into that little spark inside of you that is youthful, that just, wants to have fun, and then have the confidence to do that, to be a little bit more outgoing, even if it's just in your kitchen dancing like a maniac like I do. Just, have some fun. Now, it came in with rose, which is perfection, divinity, and layers. And the negative attributes would be secrecy, adultery, and low vibration. So, okay. So anyways, let's just take a peek at these cards. The artwork is awesome because she has incorporated, I am right on the microphone, I'm so sorry. She has incorporated, I was like spitting in the mic, like this lady's face is part of the rose now, and this grapefruit, yeah, like it's literally the woman of the grapefruit. So grapefruit is really like, have you ever smelled that essential oil? It's sweet, it's positive, it's uplifting, oh, it's beautiful. And rose, I mean, who can get their hands on real rose because it's so valuable and expensive. So yeah, I would definitely say like this would be a great weekend. How do you tap into true confidence? Well, understanding that you are perfect the way you are, right? So if everyone could just get it in their heads that they are perfect the way they are, and they are allowed and encouraged to be themselves, Like, don't try to fit the mold, don't try to blend in, don't try to dim your light, all that kind of stuff. Like, just be yourself. Like, if you're a little weird compared to everybody else, that's fine. Like, that's you. That's what you have to offer to everybody. Be yourself and be confident about it. And it's not even like, yes, I'm me. It's like, it's not like that. It's just, you're not even given a flying F what anybody else thinks about you. So you're just being you. You're not even like thinking about anybody else. Ooh, yeah, maybe that's it. So Grapefruit says, I have a young spirit, boundless energy, and I am uplifted by the knowledge that there are no mistakes in this life, only joyful accidents. So yeah, get feeling a little bit younger, best you can. I know sometimes it's difficult because like Eckhart Tolle, sorry to keep on bringing him up, but he is talking about, like in this book, the dissolution of form. So as we get older, yes, like our form, it thins out so that, bam, the light can shine through. And so that's why, like, some people who are just like decrepit and frail, you're like, what the heck? Like, they're so old, but they literally beam with light. So that youthful energy, that lighted energy, can come through at any time. It is a young spirit, right? It is that energy that comes through. And so yeah, he seems to talk a lot about that, and I'm getting more to that chapter, that like, yeah, like our bodies are gonna, this form is going to, what is the word he used? It's like dissolution, dissolve. It's like a word like that. Like, yeah, why? And then as the light's coming in, more light can shine through us. So Rose says, I can sense the presence of the divine and the subtle perfection in all things when I keep my vibration high through love and self-care. So self-love, self-care, keeping that vibration high. And you know, that sort of message has been coming to me all week. Like, as I think to myself, how am I going to clean up my reality? And then I keep answering myself, you're not. You don't have to clean up anything. All you have to do is keep vibing high, and everything that's not supposed to be in your reality is going to fall away. It's going to dissolve. So like, it's like, oh my gosh, like how do I get rid of these people that I accidentally let in my life? And sorry, I just got some potential spam. The phone just rang, and literally it said potential spam. Okay. Yeah, alter the inside. So yeah, like I'm like, wait, I don't really have to have the talk with anybody. Like, I just have to keep on living my life and vibing high, and I trust that everything will be the way it's supposed to be. All right, so I do want to look on top and bottom for you because I'm just curious. You got cinnamon and spruce. Okay, that's really interesting because you got these two really feminine cards together, like lighted cards, and really like self-love, self-care, I'm perfect, I'm divine, not like I'm being an ego vain lady. It's just everybody needs to understand this. Okay, so it comes in with, it's kind of surrounded now by cinnamon and spruce, which cinnamon is all about protection, and spruce, think about how that smells. It's like, it would like clear me up right now. Like, spruce is uplifting. It's something that like maybe you want to mop your floor with. It's like that kind of smell, really clean. Cinnamon is about comfort, protection in the home, and spruce is about eternal cycles, birth and flight, and a message that everything is temporary. So you got some really, like, look at these two ladies. As far as boundaries go, so like if you're trying to nurture this beautiful, feminine, lighthearted, youthful, happy, carefree energy in your life, right? These two peachy pinks almost seem kind of delicate. And it's like, look at these girls. These girls are the ones stalking the perimeter, ready to like take out. Look at her. Do you not feel protection with her and her? She's dancing, but she's only dancing until she needs to punch you in the throat. she's only like doing this, like, I'm protecting Kathy. Oh, you coming near? Like, and that's just it. Game over. Like, whatever was coming near you is gone. Like, I love this card. I love this card because she's belly dancing, but really she's a warrior. She's belly dancing, but really she's a warrior. So yeah, the negative things could be something about exposed, irritation, or an outsider. So the affirmation is, I feel safe, warm. I feel safe, warm, and loved within my home. I leave the irritations of the outside world. I leave the irritations of the outside world behind as soon as I cross the threshold. So this is like, make your home your sanctuary. Make your home a place where you can dance in peace and not even think about the low vibrations of the outside world. Yeah, Kathy, she is definitely fierce. She's definitely a protector for you, so that, yeah, there are a lot of layers to you that you need to get intimate with, right? And so your home should be your sacred space. Absolutely. So spruce is all about temporary. I feel like that's the word that's coming out. So she says, in times of darkness, I find strength in the awareness that even the longest of winters gives way to the birth of new things. So yeah, if winter is really just getting you down, like you're tired of being cold, literally it came in with cinnamon, being like, yeah, like you can get warmed up by dancing, drinking a little cinnamon in your tea, feeling youthful, and yeah, feeling that warm love within you at all times. So yeah, these are fun cards. All right, for this next segment, we are going to pull some cards for Asiel, the Oracle, who's going to buy me a new house. I had actually forgotten about that when you said that, though, one day. You're like, keep thinking about the house I'm going to buy you. And I was like, oh, wow, yeah, I forgot. I mean, gosh, I love it here where I'm at. But yeah, the house itself is so dysfunctional. And I'm like, as far as energy goes and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I gotta forget about all this dysfunction so I don't keep bringing it with me. Okay, here we go. Asiel, do you have a specific question? We can always ask specific questions or leave it up to the universe. Just like yesterday, we left it up to the trees, what they wanted to talk about, and wasn't that interesting if you tuned in? They wanted to talk about so many different things. It was good. I'm gonna actually re-listen to that. Asiel says, what should I focus on next? Nothing. I'm just kidding. I'll ask that question. Hi, good morning. We're supposed to be staying right here, right now. But yeah, okay, what should you focus on next? I think that's why I've been sleeping so much this week too. And because I'm like, I just gotta shut down my brain for a little bit. Okay, so what should Asiel focus on next? What should Asiel focus on next? All right, we got, this happens to me a lot. The deck just splits. So we will do top and bottom from each ones. Okay, there's the tops. They're going to be on the outside. And here are the bottoms. So I'm just going to turn them, look at me, I'm not looking down. I'm just going to turn them down. I'm going to flip them all over so we can see right away the essences that are coming in. And I can tell you immediately, they're all intense. Oh my gosh, there are no sweet tones with these herbs. You got black pepper, wintergreen, clary sage, and pine. So these are, I would say, masculine, spicy, intense smells, oils, essences. All right. And you'll see what I mean here. Here's black pepper. So you got black pepper. Yeah, like if you would put these all together in a blend, it would be like, wow. Here's wintergreen. Now, she's just intense, but yeah, she's really sensual, but the wintergreen oil is very powerful. Like it comes with a warning on the bottle. Actually, all of these are pretty intense. Here's clary sage, and it is super medicinal smelling. Real earthy and medicinal, clary sage. And look at the intensity on her too. It's like, yeah, there might be clary sage in front of her face, but her eyes are so piercing, so focused. So I don't know if this is going to answer what you should be focusing on, but it certainly gives an indication on how you should be focusing. Like these oils could like burn through leather. Well, maybe not, but like it's so intense. Now pine sort of has a little bit of melancholy vibe to her. Like look at her, but yet there is that intensity. Ostiel's like, you already answered. Yeah. Whatever it is that you focus on, it's like, dang. But anyways, that pine is sort of, it has some native vibe on it with her chest decorations and her, lines and dots. So yeah, probably a call from the ancestors, or maybe just to go into that. You're constantly going to be healing for wounds that aren't even yours. I love her too. So it's like, keep on healing your lineage. As you continue to heal yourself, you help heal your lineage. So keep on doing that. So black pepper says fearlessness, stamina, strength. The things that could get anyone down is envy, sloth, and demotivated. So if you've been feeling like an envious sloth without any motivation, it's time to really get your stamina and strength up. Yeah, didn't you used to like run or something? You did some type of exercise. Like probably it's time to get maybe back to doing that. Like also hoping that I hear this message too. Like get our bodies strong again, right? It'll help us in our energy, our ambition, able to keep up with ourselves. You're starting again today. But I love that she has the message of fearlessness. So don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Really, really go with it this time. And her affirmation is, I fearlessly venture forth, secure in the knowledge that I have a never-ending reserve of strength that can be summoned at my will. So me too this week, so slothy. And it's just time to maybe shake that because duh, like just bring it in, just call it in. Yeah, that's a good message. Now, wintergreen is all about listening. It's about using your senses, and it has a message of vibration. So we know this, right? If we've been deaf, we've not been listening to our guidance. If we've been insensitive or toxic, yeah, that is definitely things that can hold us back, right? Our negativity, our judgment, that's toxic to us. And yes, Zen, I know. Even Zen is like saying, yeah. Like these negative energies that we tolerate and allow for way too long. They do. It's like they put potatoes in our ears and then we can't hear our guidance. So I listen with an open heart, knowing the hardest things to hear. Knowing the hardest things to hear are sometimes needed. If the message is toxic, I simply tune it out. So yeah, if you're getting toxic shade thrown at you, you do not have to let that in. But there are things that you do need to hear. Just like I had to hear this week, that was not really the easiest thing to hear. But ultimately, it is like just what you gotta do. It's like quit lowering your vibration. And that was one of my messages this week too. Like one of the things that I was shown that I was turning a blind eye to because I didn't want to admit to it is that I have been lowering my own vibration just to hang out with so-and-so. Okay? All right, so anyways, next is Clary Sage, and we can't be lowering our vibration for anybody, especially something that's ultimately toxic for us. So I love her blue eyes. This is all about clear vision, euphoria, cycles, and it can also be about blindness, excess, and intoxication. So yeah, like if we've just been overdoing things that are turning us into a unmotivated sloth, it is time to detox. It is time to clean up our bodies, or clean out our bodies and strengthen up our bodies. Yeah, that's what it is. And so when I flow with the cycles of life and embrace my personal power, the veil is lifted, and I clearly see only that which is true. So clear vision. Hell, it is 2020. That is what we're going for. Clear vision and insight. So open heart, fearlessly venturing forth with clear vision. Again, it never is answering what, but it's definitely answering how you should be focusing. And if that wasn't enough, we still got Pine here. Pine is all about sacred unity, honor, and wisdom. Now, there is the negative attributes to it, which could be darkness, war, and fairy tale. So I think that's a good message for you, because how often do you find yourself warring? Right? Like, we could just use your dad as an example. Right? Like, it's like, okay, like you were warring and then you made up, and then there was still that residue of vibration that always kind of makes it like, oh, we could go at this again. So yeah, I feel like that's something that could be toxic, and we want to clear out in us. All right, so anyways, my plumber's on the way, so I should probably wrap it up. Okay, so when I wisely seek to find common ground with those I would otherwise consider enemies, I discover peace. So yeah, that's a great message, like for this warrior in the pine tree. It's time for us to make our foes our friends. Ooh. It's time for us to see, of course, everyone united. And you understand this conceptually. We all do. But to know it, to feel it, to be it, like, yes, we all want peace, but who's actually fucking feeling that peace? So yeah, this is definitely an invitation to really bring in these things that we've been thinking about and entertaining and finding interesting, these concepts. Which ones do we actually want to embody? And it's like, yes, of course I want to embody peace and love and unity, and we're all one. But do I? If not, there's something there that needs to be worked on. So yeah, of course I want to be in the now moment all the time. But am I? So it's like, yeah, open up your eyes and see what is actually going on. Open up your eyes and see where you really still have to work on it, and then do it. And then be so fucking fearless about it, and really not let anything hold you back, especially you. Oh, that was good. All right, well, I love you. I love everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doing a great week with me at Ho. We all did great. Pat yourself on the back. Crack your neck if you need to. And have yourself a wonderful weekend. All right, so that was fun. Thank you so much. I do feel better than when I started that live stream. That is one of the great things. Anytime anytime you're feeling down, you got to do something to get yourself a little bit uplifted, even if it's just one little notch on the ladder. And so that's what I feel like we do here at Herb Oracle. That's what I feel like I've been doing. It's like, yeah, just get your vibration a little bit higher, talk it out, work it out, be open, have an openness to receive some messages, open up your heart space a little bit more, please, and really get yourself into a better feeling place. Over at Herbal Marie, my tagline there is feel better and be well, because that's all you can do. All you can do is feel a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and yeah, allow yourself to be well. So feel a little bit better, and allow yourself to be happy, joyful, peaceful, content. Like, just allow yourself to get feeling a little bit better. On that note, do have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here next week for our 8th week at Ho. And if you need a reason to live, I'll just let you know that the herb of the week next week, as I'm turning the page and finding out for myself, is borage, and we're gonna manifest more bravery. Dang, I might even come back for next week. Maybe.